Hello friends. Good morning once again. So in our first video, we talked about what is mean by computer network. Okay. And in this our second video, we are going to talk some primary things related with the computer network. Primary things is nothing but the goals of computer network, where exact and as well as the applications of the computer network. So goals of the computer network and applications of the computer network, that these things are we are going to discuss in this video. Okay. So in our previous video, we talked about a computer network. Okay, so once again, I'm going to repeat the definition of the computer network. What is mean by computer network? A computer network is nothing but the collection of computers that we understand. So very simple definition I have made, and the simple definition is nothing but when we are going to connect two or more computers with each other, then that group of computer is called as a computer network. I repeat, when we are going to connect two or more computers with each other, that group of computer is called as a computer network. Today we are going to say that this definition is not only restricted with the computer, but we can say that this definition is related with any electronic device. Okay, any electronic device. Today's the era is of IoT, Internet of Things, and you might be knowing about the Internet of Things. And the base for the IoT, base for the Internet of Things is nothing but the computer network. So you can connect. It is not limited only with the computer. So you can say that I can able to connect a computer with a laptop, and you can say that with a smartphone, with any smart device, a PDA, any smart device. Okay, even the home automation, etc., 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 such type of things are called as a computer network or a network. So basically, why we are going to perform, or what are the goals of the computer network, that is very important. And in this slide, the 8 to 9 different goals are mentioned. So what are the different goals of the computer network? The different goals of the computer network are, very first is nothing but the resource sharing. Why we are going to perform, why we are going to do the computer networking? The answer is here. And the answer is, very first is nothing but the resource sharing. In the resource sharing, always remember that the computer is having two different types of resources. Generally, computer is having two different types of resources. Number one is nothing but the hardware resources, and number two is nothing but the software resources. When we are going to talk about the hardware resources, for example, a computer lab, okay, your computer lab, okay, where exactly you are doing your practicals. For example, we are going to say that in your computer lab, there are 20 computers, but that 20 computers are connected just, for example, to the two printers. Okay, there are not, you can say that 20 computers are there, but we are having only, for example, two printers. All that 20 computers are going to share the two printers. Here, printer is nothing but the hardware resource. Printer is nothing but the hardware resource. That hardware resource is shared by among all the computers. In the same way, you can say that any hardware resource, for example, a hard disk. Okay, for example, a hard disk. On a server, hard disk is there. Okay, what is mean by server? We are going to see this later on. Okay. So in the computer network, there are different types of computer. For example, one is nothing but the server, and another is nothing but the workstation, or even we are going to call it as a client and server who is going to serve to other computers, server who is going to provide different type of services to other computer, and client who is demanding the services from server. User is working on a client machine. Okay, this is what a general, always remember this, client and server. So I am talking about the resource sharing, and on the server there is one hard disk, one or more hard disks are there, and that hard disk, that hardware resource is shared among number of computers. This is the example of hardware resource sharing. Another example of software resource sharing. Consider that in our college, the entire admission system process is a computerized one. Now, for this computerized software, or for this computerized admission system, we need one application software. Now we are having a computer network, all the computers are connected, and we are having only one application software which is useful for, we are having only one application software which is used for admission purpose, only one admission software. Okay, suppose for example, there are five different windows for admission system, and and all that five computers are connected. Okay, we are having a computer network, all that five computers are connected, but we are having only one application software, and that is nothing but the admission system. The same application software is shared among all the five computers. Okay, this is very good example of software resource sharing. We are having only one software and that one software is shared among number of users. So computer network we are able to use resource sharing purpose, hardware resource sharing as well as software resource sharing. I hope these two, both the examples are clear to you. Then number two is nothing but the high reliability. Whenever we are having a computer network is going to provide us high reliability. How? Number of computers are there, and all files and programs are saved at multiple places. Number of computers are there, and all the files and program, I mean to say all the data and programs are saved at multiple places. It is saved on server also, as well as it is saved on maybe on the workstation or clients also. If one particular computer fails, it doesn't mean that if one computer from that network fails, it doesn't mean that our entire data is lost, because we are having a several copies of that data, or even the entire work is held. It won't happen with the help of computer network, and because of this our data is not lost, because data is generally stored at central place. If one particular hardware fails, that easily that hardware is bypassed, or even we can say that that hardware is replaced with a new hardware. And you can say that by using this we are having a high reliability. So we can make a simple statement, and that is a computer network is going to provide us a high reliability. Third is nothing but computer networks are going to minimize the cost. Just remember the resource sharing. Instead of, for example, five college admission system, five application software, and that is nothing but the college admission system, college is having only one application software. Okay, and that one application software is shared among number of users. Whenever we are going to say like this, so college has to pay for five different application software. Cost is very big. Instead of doing that, college is paying just for one application software, and that one application software is shared among number of users. If 50 years back, if 40 years back, if someone is going to say that machine is going to give money to the man, to us, then nobody is going to believe. But today, what is the situation? We know about the ATM machines. We know about the railway reservation systems. We know about the banking systems. We know about the work from today's very important concept, and that is nothing but the work from home. And this is just because of the computer network. These all are nothing but the applications. Okay, after this we are going to discuss the applications also. So by using a computer network, we can able to minimize the cost. Instead of, for example, 10 different printers, we are having just one printer, or we are just having two printers, and all that one or two printers are shared among number of users, which is going to save the cost. Then number four is nothing but the high performance. Computer network, we can by using a computer network, we are having very high performance as compared to a single computer. Why? Because the processing power is more, and we can have a distribution of a work. We can have a distribution of a work. I am just going to combine the number 4 and number 7. We are having a distribution of a work. How we can have a distribution of a work? Very simple. Again, I am going to the college admission system example. 5 different windows are there, and for example, on the first window we are having FY admission, on the second window we are having SY, on the third window we are having a TY admission, and PG1 and PG2. In this way, if the admissions are distributed, you can say that it is nothing but the distribution of a workload. For example, I am going to consider a bank example. Again, a bank is a computerized one. Number of counters are there, but every counter there is a distribution, or all the counters we are having a distribution of a workload. One particular counter is going to accept money or give money to the customers. Another is related with the other transaction. Another counter is related with the, for example, loan transaction, etc., etc., etc. In this way, we are having a distribution of the workload. And since we are having a distribution of a workload, the computer networks are having very high performances. So I hope number 4 and number 7 is clear to everyone. Then we are having a scalability. The computer networks can grow. Computer networks can grow. For example, if we are having a 25 computer network, whether we can grow this 25 from 50? Yes, we can grow from this 25 to 50 computers, from 50 to 100 computers. Okay, so scalability is there. Whenever the number of users are goes on increasing, we can have the computer network, which is, we can add more number of computers in the computer network. So scalability is not at all a issue related with the computer network. Then powerful communication medium. Computer networks, we can, by using a computer network, we can have a powerful communication medium, or even you can say that computer networks we are able to use as a communication medium. Okay, so very good example is nothing but the internet. But before that, what exactly the internet is? Internet is nothing but network of networks. Internet is nothing but network of networks. So what is a network? Network is nothing but the collection of computers. And what is an internet? An internet is nothing but the network of networks. It means whenever we are going to connect two or more networks with each other, it is going to form an internet. Okay, so I will talk more on internet after some time. But we know that by using the internet, email is very good example of the powerful communication medium. WhatsApp is also a very good example of the powerful communication medium, and base of all each and everything is nothing but today computer network. Friends, just remember one thing: today whenever we are going to say a computer, it means it is a connected computer. Okay, it means it is a connected computer. Then last is nothing but the security. By having a computer network, we can have a data security. I am talking about the security means data security. So how data security is possible? Very simple. Every user, we are having certain privileges to every user. Privileges means certain rights are given to each and every user, and by using that rights, by using that right, a user can, by using that rights, user can log into that particular server, log into that particular system, and which is going to provide us a security. Okay, I hope all these goals are clear to you. So quickly we are going to repeat all these goals. So what are these goals? Very first is nothing but the resource sharing. Number 2 is nothing but the high reliability. Number 3 is nothing but the minimized cost. Number 4 is nothing but the high performance. Number 5 is nothing but the scalability. Number 6 is nothing but the powerful communication medium. Number 7 is nothing but the distribution of workload, and number 8 is nothing but the security. So all these are nothing but the goals of the computer network. After the goals of computer network, we are having applications of the computer network also, the uses of computer network also. And in the applications, we are having basically three different types of application. Number one is nothing but the business application. Number two is nothing but the home application. And number three is nothing but the mobile users. All these three are nothing but the applications of the computer network. In business applications means in business we are going to use that application. In business applications again there are again very first is nothing but the resource sharing. Now in businesses, consider any business, for example a bank. In the bank we are going to share the data. Okay, in an online admission system we are going to share the data. Okay, again the same thing. Okay, all programs, all data are shared. So resource sharing we already talked about it. So in business applications also we are having a resource sharing, then we are having a powerful communication medium. See, in this figure, you can easily understood how we can able to use a computer network as a powerful communication medium. Okay, in one particular business, in one particular office, all the users are connected. For example, all the users are connected with the help of computer network, and the communication among them is with the help of that network. So we can have a powerful communication medium. Then very important nowadays, and that is nothing but the e-business. Okay, e-business and e-commerce. E-business and e-commerce nowadays very important. Electronic business. Okay. Now the many organizations, company are going to do their business electronically. Okay. Now our teaching is by using what? Electronic medium. Okay. So our teaching is now we are not, for example, now we are not using a Gurukul system, but I believe more on Gurukul system, because in a Gurukul system there is a connect in between the teacher and student. Okay, but but today we are having a electronic business. We are having a electronically business. Okay, we can do the business electronically. Okay, then everybody knows about the e-commerce also. What exactly a e-commerce is? E-commerce is nothing but the electronic commerce. What is meant by commerce? Commerce is nothing but the business. For example, Amazon. What Amazon is going to do? Amazon is providing certain sort of what services. And what are these services? That services are related with the business. That services are related with the business. So I hope all these four things. Number one is nothing but, okay. So what exactly number one? Number one is nothing but, okay, resource sharing. Number two is nothing but, yes, okay. Number three is nothing but the electronic business. Number four is nothing but what? E-commerce. So related with this business application, all these four things are clear. Then number two is nothing but the home applications. Computer networks we are going to use as a home applications also. In the home we are using this. Okay, computer networks we are using this. How? Okay, so for example, access to remote programs or access to remote databases, or even you can say that access to remote information. Computer networks we are going to use for the access to remote information means what exactly? One very simple example I am going to give you, and that example is related with the Facebook. On the browser software, I am simply going to type a facebook.com and Facebook. I don't know where exactly Facebook is located. What is the distance in between myself and Facebook? In my computer and Facebook, what exactly the distance is, that I don't know. But still, and whatever I am going to post, whatever I am going to retrieve, that information is not stored on my computer. Are you getting? That information is not stored on my computer. Where exactly that information is stored, I don't know. When I am going to fill the examination online form, what I am going to do? I am simply going to type unipune.ac.in, and I am simply going to retrieve some information which is stored over there. That information is not stored on my computer. That information is stored at some other place, but still I am able to retrieve that information. This is what access to remote information. Then person to person communication by using a Facebook, by using a WhatsApp, etc., etc. There are so many things. We are having a person to person communication. Then computer networks we can use for the interactive entertainment. Basically, Facebook is used for the communication purpose, but nowadays Facebook and WhatsApp we are using for our entertainment purpose. YouTube, okay, YouTube is a very good for platform for sharing the videos, but now YouTube we are using for our entertainment purpose. And base of this each and everything is nothing but what? The computer network. So interactive entertainment and again e-commerce. Okay, in the e-commerce B2C, B2B, okay, there are four different types of e-commerces are there. Okay, B2B business to business, B2C business to customer Amazon. Okay, then C2C, customer to customer. Okay, for example, if I want to if I want to sell something on my, so if I want to sell my second hand, you can say that mobile, I can easily say, okay, I can easily sell that. Okay, how you know? Okay, so all these are nothing but the, you can say that applications. Then we are having a mobile users. Then related with the mobile users are, for example, PDA, laptops, etc., etc. Even cars. Okay, all they are using the mobile phones. Sorry, all they are using the computer networks. Okay, and the applications also you can know. Okay, so some other applications of the computer networks are in banking sector, in insurance. The list is very big. Okay, you just name the industry, you just name the, you can say that, I mean to say, yes, you just name the area and computer network is used in that. Okay, so financial services, manufacturing, etc., etc., everywhere we are having a uh, computer network. With the help, you can say that whenever there are certain advantages, there are certain disadvantages also. And that disadvantages, you can say that easy communication is a disadvantage also. Okay, it is easy communication is basically it is an advantage. Okay, so it is a disadvantage also. Then the all files data are shared. Then flexible access. Sorry, I'm talking about the advantages. Okay, I'm talking about the advantages. After that, we are going to talk about the disadvantages. So in the advantages, we are having easy communication is very first advantage. Then ability to share files, data and information. Then flexible access. Then we are having a work group computing. Then we are having a sharing hardware. Then centralized software management, sharing software, security, speed, etc., etc., etc. All these are nothing but the advantages. And whenever we are going to say advantages are there, there are disadvantages also. Then in disadvantages, you can say that expensive to build, some cost is there. Okay, security, yes, security is an issue. But today you can say that we are having so many security measures that we can easily apply to the computer networks. Then bandwidth issues are there, lack of robustness, need of efficient handler. Okay, who is going to handle that computer network must be a efficient one. Then breakdowns, and in the breakdowns there may be a loss of data. Okay, there may be a loss of data occurs. So all these are nothing but the advantages and disadvantages. So what we discussed today. So today we talked about the goals of computer network and after that the applications of the computer network. In the applications of the computer network, all the applications I simply divided into three different groups. Number one, business application. Number two, home application. And number three is nothing but the for mobile users. Then we talked about the advantages and disadvantages. So I hope it is clear to everyone, and in the next video we are going to talk about the types of computer network. Thank you very much.